Hey everybody, welcome back to Ridge Meadow Railfanning. Today I wanted to go over a book series that exists out there, specifically for railfanning. You can see these are my choice of road names that I decided to collect. I stated in a previous video going over some locomotives that I have. Chessie System was my pretty much favorite road name. Remember them as a child. Seeing them switching and running around the area. So I dove into that. I've actually read all of these books cover to cover. All of them are names basically that I know of or have seen in my childhood and, as an adult now. Obviously, Norfolk Southern, you can see their runs today. Conrail used to run. Once in a while, you see maybe an old locomotive that somebody uses in a switching yard somewhere or something like that. But these are the road names that stand out to me. This one here, the Regional Railroads of the Midwest, that covers a couple different ones. I specifically got that book because of the Wisconsin Central. I have no sightings of them or anything like that. It's not in my area, never was in my area, but I always thought the paint scheme was cool, and I liked their choice of locomotives as far as like the SD45s and that. So that book kind of interested me. Anyhow, to kind of get into this, so obviously, if you know anything about the CSX Railroad, they came, it's been a long history. There's multiple railroads in that, and nowadays you see that they're doing heritage units and whatnot after a lot of prodding, I guess. But CSX stands for Chessie Seaboard System Multiplied. So ultimately, I got these three books pretty much to go through most of the history of it. You can see starting with the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad into Chessie System and CSX. Obviously, there's more railroads involved in it than that, but these were kind of the prominent ones. C&O was in there with Chessie System. Western Maryland was in there. At this stage, I have not specifically looked to see if I could find books on those particular ones, but will be in the future here. Anyhow, this is this book series is MBI Railroad Color History. These are super informative books. If anybody's interested in checking those out. Like I said, this specific book, it just dives into the entire Baltimore and Ohio railroad history, and then into CSX and Chessie, and obviously you can see the Conrail and Norfolk Southern, but it gives you a ton of information about these, and background about these railroads. These are not the only ones that exist, these books. You can find other road names out there. I don't know the depth of coverage on all the other railroads that exist. But certainly if it's something you'd be interested in, you can take a look. I found most of these for sale on eBay and auction sites. That's how I acquired these. I'm sure if you didn't want to make the investment, you could probably check local libraries. I know that's a weird thing nowadays, but pretty neat books. A lot of pictures, a lot of detailed information in here. Like I said, a lot of cool old photographs in that. You can see, like I say, this pretty in-depth history of the B&O all the way back in steam. Super cool stuff in these books. If it's just if you're a rail fan, super interesting to see or have with all that's available in there. I know, like some of these books, I'm not sure if 100% if all of them do it, but I know there are some locomotive rosters posted in these books from back in the day, so you can see what all type of locomotives that they used to run. Super neat, super informative. They can help you If you're doing a layout, this might give you some accuracy or help you build a particular route. I know Chessie System this book talks particularly about some of the various yards that they have, or had, I'm sorry. Some of the routes, the coal hauling operations, etc. So you might be able to get some pretty neat information if you're trying to build a layout specific to a a particular area of that, or a particular section of that road. But a lot of cool stuff. Here's an example. Here it gives you all the various locomotives that Chessie System ran, approximately how many units that they had purchased over the years. So, like I say, guys, pretty neat. Lots of old photos. Something to check out if you find that interesting. Again, a lot of different road names out there. Search around, you might be able to find what what suits your liking. But again, neat stuff. Won't be super long. Not a lot of detail here, but I mean, there's tons of detail in these books. But as far as the video is concerned, a lot of neat old stuff there. Again, like I say, I read these all these books here that I have cover to cover. Tons and tons of info. Might be something you want for your Railfanning collection. I know guys collect all kinds of different stuff. Maybe you knew these books existed, maybe you don't, or didn't. At bare minimum, I'd say if you can find them somewhere, at least a library or something, at least it's worth checking out and taking a peek through. Here's this one, the Midwestern ones. Covers, again, several different railroads. A couple old buildings in there. You see a lot of different stuff. It just it's really neat to see. So here's a route map. Just a lot of invaluable information if you're a collector of a particular road, or just memorabilia in general. Anyhow, guys, thought you might be interested in that. There's those, and then as kind of a bonus, the same company, we've got a couple other books that they published. Some of the same authors here or whatever. This one's strictly about cabooses, gives you the history of cabooses. Obviously, you don't see too many of those around anymore. An unfortunate fate, as you can see. Chessie caboose in this photo. Super neat stuff, guys. Definitely worth checking out. Just say, even if you don't intend or wish to buy or whatever. But it goes all the way back to wooden cabooses. These used to be a vital part of railroading. And then one last one last book for you could check out. Same author again. Another one of the same authors. This Brian Solomon. Did seem to do a bunch of these books, but modern locomotives. A little bit older book. Goes up to 2000. But if you're trying to model a particular locomotive, might give you some insight. Some good photos in here of obviously what it says, modern locomotives. I know with the internet, you know, you can find just about whatever you want, but beautiful photos in these books. These guys took the time to get and put together. GP60 in this one, but not so nice up close photos. A lot of detail. Again, like if you're trying to model something particular, or wanted to see what a particular locomotive looks like. Here's something, a C32-8. I mean, it was a thing, but it almost looks like a hybrid. So anyhow, guys, something you're interested in, like I said, just figured I'd bring that to your attention. Didn't know if you guys knew those were out there, but definitely some good reference material there for you. It's all at your fingertips. All right, guys, I guess that'll wrap it up. Didn't want to make it too long. Just way too much detail to try to cover, you know, specifics in these books, but you know, something to take a look at. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for coming along. Hope you liked it. Let me know what you think about you know, the books, or using this type of information in the internet world now. Okay, guys, we'll see you next time. Thanks.